Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now March 17th of 2022, and ever since the very end of TV shows like The Bad Batch, The Mandalorian Season 2, and now The Book of Boba Fett, a lot of Star Wars fans are looking ahead to the future when it comes to shows such as the Kenobi series, Mando Season 3, and especially the Ahsoka Tano TV show, all of which are by far the three most anticipated Star Wars TV shows to date right now in the pipeline. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on there. I do make sure to post a couple of entertaining things from time to time and really interact with you guys further. So, the big deal right now about what's going on between George, John, and Dave is that they really are trying to combine both Star Wars Legends and Disney canon effectively and in a balanced nature to really kind of please both hardcore, casual, and new Star Wars fans at the same exact time. And that's exactly what they want to do. They really want to make sure that they can really cater to all different types of Star Wars fans out there when it comes to how they're treating this new Star Wars universe. However, when it all dwindles down to Star Wars TV shows and Star Wars movies that are currently in the works as we speak, a lot of which will be announced at Celebration this year and next year, we also have a lot of things happening with the books, the novels, and the comics and video games that are all going to tie directly into this new Star Wars universe, which, by the way, is going to really be very expansive. Disney wants to make it even more expansive than Star Wars Legends, and that really says a lot. Now, when it all comes to, of course, what they have planned for a specific Star Wars project that originally was supposed to be a TV series and now is becoming a Star Wars film, this is where things begin to really pick up and evolve the Star Wars universe as we know it. So with that being said, however, with Disney and Lucasfilm now preparing to announce a host of new Star Wars projects at this year's Celebration and next year's, they are also looking into evolving the Disney Plus platform for its users that watch the Star Wars content. Now, it's described, however, that recently Disney CEO Bob Chapek greenlit something very important for